Yeah. Good evening, everyone. Today is our third session related to Java real-time project. In the first class, we discussed about what is our course content and what are the prerequisites to attend this project training. In the second session, that is yesterday, we discussed about software industry related information. We discussed about what is software project, why we need to develop software project, and how many types of projects will be available in the industry, how many types of companies will be available, and what is the interview process in the companies, and how much package we can expect as a Java developer in the software companies. So what is software project? Collection of programs we are going to call as a software project. Why we need to develop this software project? To reduce human efforts, we are going to develop software project. The main aim, we need to automate the business. Whatever the work we are doing manually, we need to automate that business. That's why we are developing software project. So if you go to the industry, we can see three types of projects. First one, scratch development project. Second one, maintenance project. Third one, migration project. What is the meaning of scratch development project? Everything we are going to develop from the beginning. There is nothing available. We are going to develop everything from the beginning. That is called scratch development project. If you get the opportunity to work in the scratch development project, technically you can learn a lot of things. You will understand the complete project architecture. Then next one, maintenance project is available, which is also called as a support project, right? Support project, nothing but project already completed. We need to make some changes to the existing application, like enhancements will be available, change request will be available, bug fixing also will be available. What is the meaning of enhancement? Adding the new functionality to the existing project is called enhancement. Then what is the change request? Client is asking to modify existing functionality. That is called change request. Next one, bug fixing, right? So when the users are accessing our application, some functionalities are not working. For that, we are going to fix the bugs, right? So bug fixing will be available here. Fix the existing issues in the application. Then next one, migration project. Project already developed using old technology. Now we need to convert that project into latest technology due to support. We need to maintain the project for a long time. But 10 years back, 15 years back, so they developed projects with some old technology. At that time, those technologies are good. But today, those technologies are outdated. So that's why they are migrating the project from one technology to another technology. That is called migration project. Then we discussed about types of software companies. So software companies are mainly divided into two types, guys. One is called product-based company. Second one is called service-based company. What is the meaning of product-based company? That company will develop a project, will sell that project to the customers in the market. That is called product-based company. In the product-based company, interview process will be tough because they will focus only on data structures, algorithms, system design, problem solving part. 6 to 7 rounds of interview will be available. Package will be high in the product-based company. Next one, service-based companies. So the companies which are developing projects based on the client given requirement, it is called service-based company. Okay, so when you go for service-based company, also data structure knowledge is required and full stack development knowledge is required. They will focus on the latest technologies available in the market. Package structure 4 to 5 lakhs multiplied by your years of experience you can expect in the service-based company. Then how many types of jobs will be available in the company? Two types of jobs are available in the company. One is called as permanent job. Second one is called contract job. What is the meaning of permanent job? You are a direct employee to the company. So you are having a direct employment with the company. So in which company you are developing the project, same company will pay the salary for you. Then it is called permanent job. When you go for permanent job, lot of benefits, health insurance will be available, PF will be available, notice period 2 months, 3 months will be available, some extra benefits will be available when you are a direct employee to the company. But nowadays, most of the companies are doing outsourcing business. What is the meaning of outsourcing business? One company will take you as a employee, will give some salary. They will sell you for the another company on the contract basis. If you get the job in the HCL, there is no guarantee that you will develop the project in the HCL company. HCL may sell you to some other client. Mostly HCL will do the business with the Microsoft. HCL employees will go to Microsoft office. Capgemini employees will go to JP Morgan company. Okay. Then Tech Mahindra employees are going to Wells Fargo company. So there are so many service-based companies are doing this outsourcing business. In my project, HCL people are there, Capgemini people are there, Cognizant people are available. Those all are our vendors. So our company is a product-based company, banking company. In our project, our company employees available, other company employees also available. So when our company requires manpower, instead of conducting an interview, take the person, give the offer letter, wait for that person to join, my company will deal with the other companies for the contract jobs. So Capgemini people will send 50 to 100 employees for our company. They will work in different projects. Once our work is completed, we will send them back to their own company. So that is called outsourcing business. 90% of service-based companies are doing this outsourcing business. So if you are getting the job in one company and working for the another company project, that means you are a contract employee to that company. You are a contract employee to that company. Good. So this is what we learned in the last session. Next one, types of teams in the company. Types of teams in the IT company. When you are working for a project, mainly we can see two types of teams, guys. One is called onshore team, another one is called offshore team. Onshore team will be available and offshore team will be available. Onshore team, nothing but people working at a client location. Okay, we are developing a project for a client. That client is staying in USA, New Jersey state. Now, in the New Jersey state, our company employees will go to the New Jersey state, will work in the client office to understand client business, to get the requirements from the client. So the people who are working in the client office, that team is called as a onshore team. And offshore team, so people who are working at non-client locations. Now my client is in US, but I'm working in the Hyderabad. So that means I'm a offshore team member. My team members are there in Bangalore. My team members are in Chennai, in Delhi NCR also. But actually our client is US client. We are working from different locations. So the people who are working in the client location, they are called as onshore team members. The people who are not working, people not working at a client location, they are called as offshore team members. Now in the onshore, mainly functional team will be available. When you look into the onshore, mainly in the onshore, functional team will be available. What is functional team? Functional team is also called as SME team, subject matter experts. So that means the people who will understand client business. What is the client expectation? What client is expecting from the company? These people will understand the client business. Those people will work with the client closely. They will meet the client every day or weekly once or monthly twice. They will get the client appointment. Those people will go to client office. They will sit with the client. They will interact with the client. They will get the requirement from the client. They will get the business from the client. So that team is called as functional team. So functional team may be knowing Java, may not be knowing Java. So there is no rule that functional team should know Java. My functional team don't know what is Java. They are working in the US. They are working in the client location. They will get the requirement from the client. They will give the requirements to offshore team. We are working in the offshore. We do the development. We do the testing. We do the deployment. We will deliver the project to the client. But what client expecting? I don't know. So developers 99.999% of the times developers will not get the chance to talk to the clients. So you cannot message to client in the login page which color you want. You cannot do that. So client, you will not get that chance. You will not get that chance. Okay. So clients will be very busy. Clients will be very busy with their business. You cannot talk to the client directly. Okay. You cannot ask the client what validation message you want if the email and password is wrong. Who will tell you all that information? Functional team will tell you that. Who will tell to the functional team? Client side, client is going to tell to functional team. So mainly in the onshore, functional team will be available. So that functional team will collect a requirement from the client. They will prepare one document for the requirement. That is called excuse me. Anybody scolding me? गाली दे रहा है क्या? No. Right. Onshore team is available. In the onshore, mainly functional team will be available. What is the duty of the functional team, guys? What is the duty of the functional team? They will understand the client business. They will collect requirement from the client and they will prepare one document. That document is called functional design document. Whatever the document they are going to give you, that document is called functional design document. So functional design document is like Bible, Quran, Bhagavad Gita for the developers, because whatever is there in that document, same thing we need to develop. You cannot use, hey, this is not good, let me implement my thoughts. No, you need to follow that functional design document strictly. Whatever is there in the document, we need to implement that only. So client will give the requirement, functional team will understand the requirement, they will document that requirement, they will share that document to you. That is called functional design document. Tomorrow, when people come for the interview, we will ask one question. How do you get the FDD document? Then we will understand whether that person is genuine or fake. If I ask you what is array list, everybody will give the answer. If I ask a question, how do you get the functional design document? Gone. One question will tell you whether you are fake or genuine. Understanding my point? You need to know all this real-time terminology. Okay. So functional design documents will be shared by using SharePoint. They will use one software called SharePoint. In that SharePoint, that functional team will upload the document. We can download the document from the SharePoint. Nowadays, some companies are using Confluence pages. Confluence pages are available. How we have wiki pages. Similarly, in the companies now, Confluence pages are available to give the requirements to the team for the development and testing. We'll talk all that terminology, right? And sometimes in the client location, development team can be available. Testing team also will be available. And ops team also will be available. Okay, so there is a chance. So client want 24 hours work. So if we are working in the offshore, in the India, 10 hours we will work, because our daytime we will work, our night time we will not work. When it is our night time, for them it is a daytime. Client want to complete the project quickly. Client is having urgency for the project. Then what client will do? He will set up a development team and testing team in the onshore also. So day and night development will happen. So they will divide some modules to onshore development, some modules to offshore development, but majority of the development will happen in the offshore only. Why? If a client is taking the team in the onshore, they have to pay the salary in the dollars, here in the rupees. So in the US, the salary will be based on hour. hourly basis salary will be available. Weekly you need to work 40 to 45 hours. Per hour $50 to $60 they will provide on average for the developers. If you are having less experience, if you are having more experience, per hour $100 also they are going to provide. So if they take development team in the onshore, what will happen? Lot of money. Client has to pay the lot of money for the project development purpose. That's why limited team members will be available in the onshore. Mainly functional team will be available. Development, testing, operations will happen in the offshore. On an average, if I am taking 3 years experienced Java developer in the India, what is the pay scale? 15 lakhs or 60 maximum 20 lakhs will be available as a yearly package for the Java developer in the Indian market. Same 3 years developer, if we select in the US, 80 to 90 lakhs package they have to provide. So that much difference will be available in the salary. Here monthly salary will be available, there hourly salary will be available. So development cost will increase, project budget will increase if we do the development in the client location. That's why to save the money, what clients will do? They will give the development, testing, deployment to offshore. In the client location only, functional team will be available. So 5 people, 10 people will be there in the client location. They will take the requirement, they will give to offshore. In the offshore, here, in the offshore, what will be available? In the offshore, we will be having dev team and we will be having testing team, we will be having DB team, and we will be having ops team. Okay, but some projects will have all the teams in onshore as well as in the offshore also, but very rare. Most of the projects, the majority of the work, 90% of the work will happen in the offshore location. That too in the India, software development projects are very high. In the US, the projects development is less. They will have the projects. They will give the development to India because in the India, skilled laborers are there. They will work for the less money. That is the reason. Okay. So that's why we are getting more projects to the India. More software jobs are there in the India because foreign clients giving the development work to Indians. Are you getting my point? So we are called as laborers. What kind of labor? Skilled labor. Skill labor. Monthly salaries will be available for us. But in the US, hourly salary will be available. Are you getting my point? Good. So types of teams. What type of teams are available in the IT industry? Onshore team is available and offshore team is available. And in the company, based on the requirement, shuffling will happen. Some people from the offshore will go to on-site. You know, you might have heard your friends or your colleagues or your brothers, sister, relatives, somebody might have been to on-site. What is the meaning of going to on-site? Going to the client location for short period of time. That is called on-site opportunity. If you know each and everything in the project, if you have good impression, if your manager is having good impression on you, if your team is having good impression, you can solve any kind of problem in the project, then company may send you to client location to work with the client for few days, to understand the client business, to solve the issues available in the project at the client location. So you may get that on-site opportunity. Some companies will give 3 months on-site opportunity on the business visa. Some companies will give 1 year on-site. Some companies will give 2 years on-site by using L1 visa. Some companies will give work permit with the H1 visa. If you want to work in the US, directly you cannot book a flight ticket to go US and work there. So there are some policies available. Visa is required. B1, L1, H1. If you have these 3 types of visas, then you can go to US. If you want to go for study purpose, then you need to book F1 visa. So types of visas will be available. Now, companies will give you that visa if a client wants you at the client location. Client will check who is working, who is having good knowledge in the project. If there is some critical problem in the client location, client will ask the management, hey, can you send two good developers to my location? Then management will check who is good in the project, who is having complete knowledge on the project, technically strong, functionally strong. Then they will propose that candidate to the client. Then client will book the flight ticket, client will book the hotel for you, free food, free transport, free accommodation, salary in the dollars. So that's why people are crazy about on-site opportunity. Okay, if you want to get that on-site opportunity, you need to be unique in the project. Technically, you should be strong. Functionally, you should be strong. Problem solving, you should know each and everything in the project. Then you will go to on-site opportunity. Now, what people will do is H1 visa. Company will file H1 visa, right? If you got selected in the H1 visa lottery system, then Indian people, our Indians are very smart, right? So client will book H1 visa, work permit. That means you can go to US, you can do the work in the US, you can do the job in the US. Company will file H1 visa. Then people will go to US. Then once the project work is completed, 3 months or 4 months, client will say, boss, your work is completed, please go to India. Then whatever people will do, they will resign to that company, they will switch to other company in the US. They will not come to India. If they come to India, what is the problem? Here maximum 1-2 lakh salary will be there. There they will get 10 lakhs per month. That's why the people who got the H1 visa, once they go to US, they will change the job. That is the reason companies are scaring to send the skilled people to US. If they send skilled people to US, what those people will do? Jump karo. That is the reason nowadays the companies are thinking to file H1 visa. My manager is there in the company. They send him to H1 visa to the US. Within 15 days, jump. Within 15 days, jump. He changed it to another company. So now people are thinking, so if we send this skilled person to US, he will not work with us. He will go to other company. That is possible only with the H1 visa. If you have business visa, L1 visa, you can't shift to the company. You have to work with the same company. You need to come back after your visa got expired. But a H1 work permit, you can jump the company. Many of the Indians who are going with the H1 visa, they will jump. Right. And sometimes when there is a big requirement, when there is a complex task is there in the project, then on-site people also will come to offshore. So we are working on application module. That module is very critical for the project. Okay, lot of requirements are available. So to understand that requirement clearly, client will send onshore person to offshore. That person who is working in the US, they will come to India, they will come to our office for 2 to 3 months to explain requirement to the development team and testing team. So that is called shuffling. Sometimes offshore team member can go to on-site. Sometimes onshore team member can come to offshore, depends on the project requirement. Are you guys clear? Good, fine. Now daily in the company daily onshore, offshore meetings will be available, because whatever you want to develop, you cannot take a decision. Everything will be given by functional team. You are working on the project development, you got some doubt. Can you make a message to client? No, you cannot talk to the client. You cannot make a phone call. You cannot send a message to the client. So who will give the information to you? Who should solve your queries? Functional team. So that's why in the project, every day meeting will be available between onshore team members and offshore team members. That meeting is called as bridge call. That meeting is called bridge call. Okay. So to conduct these bridge calls in the company, several softwares will be used. In some companies, they are using, earlier people used a software called Skype Business. Now people are using Microsoft Teams. Okay. Some companies are using WebEx. Some companies are using Zoom. Now what we are using for our classes, right? So such kind of software will be available to conduct bridge call. What is the meaning of a bridge call? The people from different location will come to the conference call to discuss about the work plan, to discuss about the project, to discuss about the requirements, to discuss about the problems in the companies, bridge call will be available. Okay. Now, for online people, what I am doing to take the classes in the online, I have taken the license of the Zoom software. In the Zoom software, I will create a meeting. That meeting will generate one link for me. Java real-time project meeting link is available. So this is our Zoom call link. So at 6 o'clock, I'm starting this Zoom meeting. So the people from different locations are joining for this class by using that link. I'm sharing my screen. I'm typing something. I'm writing something. I'm speaking. Now, like this in the project also, onshore team members, offshore team members will join for the bridge call. Okay. So to join for the bridge calls, to conduct that bridge call in the company to company, the software will be different. So when I start my career initially, at that time, we were using Skype Business. Now, later point of time, people are switched to Microsoft Teams. 90% of the companies are using Microsoft Teams software. Some companies are using WebEx. Some companies are using Zoom software. Okay. Now, one meeting will be scheduled in the company. Meeting invitation will be sent to all the team members. At that time, we need to join for that meeting and we need to discuss with our team members. If you have any problem, if you have any doubt, then you need to talk to your team members in that bridge call. What is the meaning of a bridge call? Conference meeting for the project team members. Conference meeting for project related discussion. Conference meeting for the project related discussion. So companies will use different softwares. So we can use any software from below list. We can use any software from below list for bridge calls. In the class, I'm using Zoom. This meeting, what is happening here? This meeting is a bridge meeting. Now in this bridge meeting, I am the host. I'm talking something by sharing my screen. Tomorrow in the company also, the people who are in the office, they will come to conference room. The people who are not there in the office, they will join with the Zoom link or WebEx link or Teams link. Okay. Then the call will happen, meeting will happen. Direct interaction will be available and video calls will be available to discuss about our project work. Whenever in the project, bridge call is happened. Whenever there is a meeting in the project, then we need to prepare MOM. We need to prepare MOM. MOM stands for minutes of meeting. We need to prepare MOM. MOM nothing but minutes of meeting. Minutes of meeting nothing but summary of the meeting. What we have discussed in the meeting. There should be some track. There should be some track. So what we have discussed, what questions we asked, what answers they provided, who joined in the meeting, when that meeting started, when that meeting completed, that a tracking we need to take, that is called minutes of meeting. Mostly in the project, freshers will do that minutes of meeting. When there is a fresher, manager will tell, hey Ashok, today you are responsible for MOM. When the meeting is started, they will tell who should note down the MOM for that day. Okay, when I joined in the company first time in the 2013, one day, same thing. I went for the meeting. Manager told, Ashok, take MOM. I got confused. What is this? We don't know that terminology, right? So take MOM. I thought that why should I bring my mom to company? They are in hometown. I'm in Hyderabad. Why should I bring? I got confused. Then after meeting is completed, everybody went off. I called one person, boss, what is MOM? Then he told, minutes of meeting. Whatever we discussed in the meeting, we have to note down, we have to send to the email. So if you don't know this terminology in the IT, easily they will catch that you are a fake person. So you need to be very careful. Are you getting my point? Good. And one more incident happened. One of my friend got the job in the software industry with 3 years of experience. He attended Java training and he got the job with the 3 years fake experience. But he did not tell to his parents that he is trying for the job with the fake experience. He got the job, he joined in the company, 20 days completed. Company started background verification. Then that background verification team has been to his home and they discussed with his parents what your kid is doing. He is learning some course in the Amirpet from last 2 years. We don't know what is that course. But what he told in the company, he said that he is having 3 years experience. That company people went to his home for the verification. That their parents are uneducated. They don't know what is this Java, what is fake and all that stuff. They told genuinely, my son is staying in Hyderabad from 2 years, no job, nothing. Immediately fired. So we need to educate our parents also when we are going for fake experience. You need to educate your parents, not only your parents, your neighbors also. Because they will not ask only your home people. They will ask the people in your street also. So do you know this person? His house is there. Do you know this person? Do you know what that person is doing? Such a kind of verification is also happening in the industry. So you need to be very careful. So if you are going for fake experience, you need to tell to your parents, you need to tell to your friends also, I'm doing the job from 3 years. So if anybody come to our home and ask about me, tell them that I'm doing job from the last 3 years. So we need to educate. Otherwise, you are giving one statement, your parents are giving another statement, conflict is there, company will get the doubt, then they will remove you from the job. It happened to my friend. So you need to be very careful, guys. Okay, good. Now, so what is bridge call? What is bridge call? Conference meeting for the project related discussion, because in the project, multiple members will be involved. All those members will not be in the same location. Some people are in Bangalore, some people in Hyderabad, some people in the client location. Every day, 15 to 20 minutes or 30 minutes, some meeting will be conducted to discuss about the work, to discuss about the project. That is called bridge meeting. So for the bridge meeting, there are different softwares are available. What is MOM? Minutes of meeting. What is the meaning of minutes of meeting? What is the meaning of minutes of meeting? Summary of meeting. So what we asked, what they answered, who joined in that meeting. We need to note down that minutes of meeting. We need to send that minutes of meeting points to all the people who joined in the meeting. So that is a track, because today I asked them how to develop login functionality. They told 2 conditions for the login functionality. I have implemented. After 1 month, they are asking, why you implemented these 2 conditions? It is wrong. Then if I say 1 month back, you only told me to implement 2 conditions. I have done the same thing. Same person saying it is wrong. What is the proof? That's why minutes of meeting will be the proof. So once the meeting is completed, whatever answers they have provided, you need to write a mail, you need to send it to them. Then after 1 month, if they say that you are doing some mistake, then go to minutes of meeting for that day, open that, read it. That day you only told this point. I send in the email also. You did not reply to that. So I thought that that is correct. I have implemented same. It is not my fault. It is your fault. So always we need to keep the ball in their court. So to keep the ball in their court, we need to be clear. We need to have some proofs, guys. Because if you discuss the things orally, after 1 month, people may forget about that. So always we need to maintain the proof for that. So to maintain the proof, what we discussed in the meeting, we are going to use a concept called minutes of meeting. That is summary of the meeting. In the short form, people will call it as MOM. Got it? Fine. Good. Sorry. Bridge call will be started. It will be scheduled. So the people who is senior in the project, they will schedule that. Or else manager will tell to the team member, hey Ashok, you set up the bridge call for the next 10 days. Then we will go to the Outlook. We are going to use Outlook in the company. In the Outlook, we will schedule what is the start date, what is the end date, what is the time. We will set up the meeting. We will send that meeting invitation to all the people in the email. So one of the team member, sometimes you may schedule that. Sometimes your manager may schedule. Sometimes functional people will schedule. It depends on the situation. Who will schedule that meeting? Got it? So we will discuss in the team. So manager or senior person will schedule sometimes, or senior person will tell to junior, you schedule the meeting. So based on the discussion, we are going to schedule that meeting, and we will send that meeting request to all the team members. In the company, we are going to have DL. In the company, DL will be available. DL is nothing but distribution list. Distribution list. How we have WhatsApp group? Why we are creating WhatsApp groups? To send any message to all the people at a time. Similarly, in the company, communication will happen through email. So email groups will be created in the company. Here we are creating WhatsApp groups, right? In the project, email groups will be created. All the communication will happen through emails related to the project. Okay. So to send the emails to all the project team members, one DL will be created. For example, you are working for TCS company. In the TCS, you are working for passport project. Okay. Then the mail ID will be created like this: passport to team @tcs.com. This is called as one DL. This is called as one DL. This is a group. In that group, all the team members, developers, testers, DevOps people, functional people, everything will be added to that DL. Now, when I send an email to this mail ID, the people who are belongs to that group, all of them are going to receive my mail. Okay. Similarly, we will be having one more DL like this: passport dev team @tcs.com. Passport test team @tcs.com, and passport DevOps team @tcs.com. Passport DevOps team @tcs.com. Sometimes the mail will be available like this also: passport HYD team @tcs.com. All the passport project employees working in the Hyderabad location, they will have one DL. So like this, in the company, this kind of DLs will be available. DL nothing but distribution list. How do we have WhatsApp group? In the company, email group will be available. Who is going to create all these emails? These emails creation will be done by one person who is called PMO. For every project one, PMO will be available. Project management and operations team will be available. So they will create the mails, they will create the groups, any communication to be sent through all the project team members, that project management team is going to do that. PMO, project management operations team, will be available. Now, if you see our government, state government is available. Chief Minister. For Chief Minister, one office will be available. CMO team will be available. Okay. What are the appointments of the CM? What CM is going to do today, tomorrow, for next 1 month? That will be decided by CMO team. Similarly, for the PM, PMO office will be available. Similarly, for the project, one project operations person will be available. 1 or 2 people will be there in that team for every project. They will take care of all the project related operation. For example, our project team members want to go for lunch. So in the company, that parties will be available. Lunch party, dinner party. We are working in Hyderabad location. Passport project module completed successfully. For these people, company want to give lunch party. So we should go to which hotel, where is that hotel, what is the bill, everything will be taken care by PMO team. Bill payment will be taken care by PMO team. So that operations team will be available for every project. They will create DLs for a project team members. They will create the email groups. They will add your mail ID to that email group. For every team member, a separate email ID will be created in the company. Through Outlook, we will join into that mail part. Every communication will happen through emails in the company. Okay. Chatting also will be there. In the Teams, you can do the chatting also. But anything related to project discussion, we need to send the emails for that. So that will be tracked. So after 1 month or after 1 year, if anything is wrong, you need to check the email, what is there in that mail. Proof should be there always. Okay. If you want to apply for a leave, you need to send an email for your manager. Once your task is completed, you need to send an email to your manager. If you have some problem in the work, you need to send a mail to your manager. So every communication will happen through email only. You need to be good in the email writing. Email writing skills are very, very, very important. That is called email etiquette. So efficient emails we need to write. Proper English, proper communication is required in order to send the emails, because the email you are sending, sometimes it will go to all the project team members. Because if you send to the DL, everybody will see your email. So you need to be good in the English also. You can't write the email in Telugu or Hindi. You need to use only English. In the meetings also, you need to speak only in English, not in mother tongue. Because people will be there from different states. People will be there from different countries also. So we need to use a global language in our work life. So that is the reason communication skills are very, very important. Good. Any questions so far? Sorry? Outlook. In the company, mail operations through Outlook only, not Gmail. Company will give you Outlook software. You need to log in into that Outlook with the company given mail ID. What is a DL? What is the meaning of distribution list? What is the meaning of distribution list? That is a email group. What is minutes of meeting? What we discussed in the meeting that we need to write as a summary. Then what is a bridge call? The conference meeting for the project related discussion. What are the softwares we use for the bridge calls in the companies? Company to company, the software will be different. Skype Business or Teams or WebEx or Zoom. What is offshore team? The team members who are not working at the client location, that is called offshore team. What is onshore team? The people who are working at the client location, they are called as onshore team. How the communication will happen between onshore and offshore teams? Bridge calls will be available for the communication. Perfect. What is on-site opportunity? What is on-site opportunity? Going from offshore to onshore for few days or few years or few months. That is called on-site opportunity. Who will get on-site opportunity? Talented people. Come on. Sorry? What happened, sir? Any question? Sir, आपको नहीं मिला on-site. In the product-based companies, on-site opportunity will not be there. In the service-based companies, on-site opportunity will be available. Yeah, because in the product-based company, there is no client. Everything will be decided by the same company who will develop their own product. So that's why in the product-based company, on-site opportunities are very, very less. If you go for a TCS, lot of on-site opportunities. Infosys, Tech Mahindra, HCL, Wipro, those service-based companies will deal with the projects for the clients. Clients are in the different countries. So suppose, unfortunately, if your client is in Mumbai, you are working in Hyderabad. If company send you to Mumbai, that is also on-site only. Yes or no? You are working in the Hyderabad office, your client is in Mumbai, then client wants skilled people to work in the client location. Company will book the flight ticket, they will send from Hyderabad to Mumbai. That is your on-site opportunity. Okay, so it depends on where our client is available. Perfect. How we are going to get the FDD? How we are going to get the FDD? So FDD will be shared in multiple ways, guys. The thing is, some companies are using SharePoint to upload the FDDs. That SharePoint nothing but one. How you are getting our class notes? There is a portal where I am uploading in the portal. You are downloading from the portal. Similarly, in the company also, one portal will be available. That is called SharePoint portal. On-site functional people will upload the FDD to the portal. Offshore people, will download the FDD from the portal for the project development and testing purpose. Are you guys clear with this one? Yep. Any questions, anyone? So what we learned so far? We discussed about what is project and why project, why to develop software projects, why to develop software projects. Third one, types of projects, 3 types of projects. Fourth one, types of companies, product-based companies and service-based companies. Then next one, interview process. Okay, so in the product-based company, coding rounds will be available. In the service-based company, coding round will be available, plus some technical rounds, theoretical questions also they will ask on the latest technologies. Then we discussed about types of jobs in the IT industry. Permanent job will be available and contract job will be available. Which is better for us? If you have fake experience, contract. If you have genuine experience, permanent. Okay. Then types of teams available in the IT industry. Onshore team will be available, offshore team will be available. Then we discussed about what is bridge call. So the conference call that we will create, we will set up the conference call when the multiple team members want to discuss related to the project work. Then next we discussed about what is minutes of meeting. What is minutes of meeting? What is minutes of meeting? Summary. Whatever we discussed in the meeting, we need to write down all the points and we need to send to the participants in the meeting who joined in that meeting. For them, we need to send minutes of meeting. Good. Next, what we learn? DL. DL nothing but whenever you are sending the mails to the project, right? Any information that you want to give to all your project team members. So for every project, DLs will be available. Distribution list will be available. You need to send the email to distribution list. Who will give you the distribution list? PMO will be available. Who is PMO? Project management and operations. 1 or 2 people, not 10, 15 people. Maybe 1 or maybe 2 people will be available who will manage our project operations. Means project onboarding, project exit formalities will be taken care by PMO team. Once you joined in the TCS company or any company, IBM or TCS or Infosys or Deloitte, any company, first the interview will be completed. You will join in the company. Once you join in the company, joining formalities will be available. They will give some employment documents. You need to fill up the documents. 1 or 2 days time it will take for completing the employment documentation process. Then after, they will give you ID card. Then they will give you salary account. They will give you insurance. They will give you PF. So they will give you system. All this process will take 1 week of time. So those are called as joining formalities in the company. Once joining formalities are completed, then again interview process will be available. So that is called project interview. That is called project interview. First you got selected for the company, you joined in the company. Once you join in the company, then you will go to bench. Bench means not a table. So you will join in the company, but you are not allocated to any project. You are the employee of the Infosys, but you are not belongs to any account in the Infosys. Account means client. So in the service-based companies, the terminology is called account. They will call this employee belongs to Mercedes-Benz account. Meaning of that, you are part of Mercedes-Benz project in the Infosys company. This person belongs to SC account, that is SCB account, Standard Chartered Bank account. Okay, this person is belongs to passport account. Passport account means you are belongs to passport project. So every client is called as one account in the IT company. So once you joined in the company, first 1 week honeymoon period. So you just need to fill up the documents, collect the salary account, collect the new laptop, collect the bag, collect the t-shirt, enjoy. After 1 week, then HR will call you. Beta, where are you? So today you have interview with that project manager. Now you need to give the project specific interview. That manager will take your interview to check whether your skill set is matching with that project requirement or not. In the Infosys, there are so many Java projects are available, but every project will have different technology, different requirement will be available. Then project round will be available. Sometimes client round will be available. Sometimes project manager will take the interview or client will take the interview. Client means client side team. In the client location, onshore people will be available, right? They will take your interview. They will confirm whether you are suitable for that project or not. That is called client interview. When that client interview will happen, in some companies, before joining only client interview will happen. In some companies, after joining, client interview will happen. Are you getting my point? So you need to know all this process. Suppose you got selected in the company, all the joining formalities completed, but you got rejected in the client interview. Then what will happen? You selected in the company, you joined, they have given laptop, salary account, PF, ID card, bag, t-shirt, everything. After 10 days, they conducted a client interview for the project selection. You got rejected in the interview. No need to worry. Again, you will come back to bench. Then HR will find another project for you. They will send you to another interview. If you got rejected in that also, again you will come. That is called bench period. So that means you are the employee of that company, but you don't have any work in the company. You are not belongs to any account in the company. That means you are not a billable resource. You are not a billable resource. Now, if you go to TCS company, Infosys company, or a HCL company, 1,000 to 2,000 people will be available on the bench. Now, the people are getting the jobs in the campus selection, right? Do you think that they will go and write the code when they join in the company? They will be there on the bench. So those people will be attending the trainings. Those people will be there on the bench. Why company will maintain the bench? What government? When it is a software private company, what government? Every company will maintain the bench resources. That means stock, ready-made resources will be available because we don't know when we will get the project. Today, all of a sudden, if I get the project, I need 100 people. So what I need to do? I need to recruit 100 people. How many days it will take? 1 year. If I want to select 100 people, 1 year, because if I conduct an interview today, 1,000 people will come. Out of 1,000, 990 people are from Amirpet fake experience only. Yes or no? So if I want to take the interviews for all these people, it will take lot of time. So genuine experienced people, very less number of people will come. I need to filter all these candidates. I need to select best out of them. For the best candidate, I have given 15 lakhs package for the 3 years person. What that person will tell, my company notice period is 2 months. I will join after 2 months. I will give offer letter. I will be waiting. What that person will do? He will take the offer letter with the 15 lakhs package. He will go to another company interview. Already I have 15 lakhs. How much you will give? Yes or no? So that person will go to another company. He will show the same offer letter. He will tell that in the TCS I got the 15 lakhs. If you give 20 lakhs, I will join in your company. Then what that company will do? So okay, he already selected in the TCS. He's having good skill set. Let me give 5 lakhs extra. 20 lakhs they have given in the Infosys. What that person will do? Take the 20 lakhs offer letter, go to Wipro. I have 20 lakhs offer. How much you will give? That is called selling yourself in the market. 100% every IT employee will do the same thing. But what about the TCS who is waiting from 2 months? On the date of joining, what that person will do? Switch off the mobile number. He will switch off the mobile number. Company is waiting for the person. He has given the interview in the TCS. He has given the interview in the Infosys. Given the interview in the HCL also. Which company he will join? We don't know. We don't know. So now selecting 100 people, we can select it. But is there any guarantee that the people who got the offer letter will join in the same company? people will sell their profiles in the market. Okay, so not only you or not only me, what we want? Money. Who is giving good money? We'll go to that company. What company will do? Company want the skilled people for the less salary. We want good company, good package. So that's why there is no guarantee that that person will join in our company or not. So now TCS got the project. A client came to the TCS company. Hey TCS, I will give one project to you. How many people you have? Can you show me? Then TCS will go to bench, open the door. देखो मेरे पास 1000 लोग हैं. If you give me the project, I will complete in 3 months. So to show to the client, the companies will maintain the bench people. You understand my point? So because if I don't have any bench, if I don't have resources on the bench, then all of a sudden if any project comes, client asks, where are the people? People are not there. That means you cannot do the project. Go to other company. That's why minimum to minimum 100 to 2000 people will be there on the bench in every software company. So bench means they are employees of the company. They will get the salary also, but they are not belongs to any project. Then what kind of task will be available for the bench people? R&D, research and development. They will give some POC projects. So analyze this technology, learn this technology. When there is a requirement in the project, attend the interview. Otherwise, give the training for the freshers. Suppose I'm senior resource, my work completed in the project, I came to the bench. In the bench, there are some campus selected people, freshers are available. Then what we need to do? We need to give the training for them on the latest technology. That will happen in the IT companies. So in every company, bench will be available. So one of my friend, 8 months onwards, bench in the Infosys. He don't have any project in the Infosys. So 8 months. They send that person to 3 interviews, got rejected. Now he's on the bench from 8 months waiting for the project. Okay. Some companies will give the bench for 1 year, 2 years also. Some companies, they will give bench for 6 months. Within 6 months, you have to get the project, or within 3 months, you have to get the project. If you don't get the project in 3 months, they will remove you from the company. Some companies will remove you. Some companies will maintain. It depends on company situation. You need to know all this stuff. So tomorrow, when you join in the company, some companies, when the candidate join, directly they will take for the project. In some company, they will take for the bench. So when you are attending the interview, once your interview is completed, they will ask one question. Do you have any questions for me? I have seen many people will say, no questions, nothing. When I will get offer letter? When I am taking the interview, once my interview is completed, I will give the chance to that person who is giving the interview. Do you have any questions for me? Many people told that, did I select it? When I am going to get the offer letter? So you should not ask such kind of questions. So when the interviewer give the chance to ask the questions, you need to ask them, what is the technology stack in your project? Which cloud platform you are using in your project? If I get selected in this interview, what technologies I have to work on? Do I need to learn any new technology if I get the chance to work in you? If I get the chance in your project? So you need to ask that. And you need to ask one more. Is this recruitment for a specific project or is it for the bench? So these are the questions you need to ask in the interview. Getting my point? But I have seen many people, did I select it? When I will get the offer letter? These kind of questions they will ask. We should not ask such kind of questions in the interview. What we need to ask? What is the technology stack of your project? What are the technologies you are using? Are you using any cloud platform in your project? Which cloud you are using? Okay. Then next one, if I get opportunity to work in your project, do I need to learn anything new? Because that person has taken your interview for 30 to 40 minutes of time. He know what is your skill set. He will see your resume. He will understand your professional life. You need to ask them, if I get the opportunity to work in this project, do I need to learn anything new? Okay, based on that requirement, they will tell you. And second question, is this recruitment for your project or for bench? What is the meaning of for your project? That project is having an opening. If you get selected, directly you will go to that project to work on. Suppose if it is a bench, then You will go to the bench. Again, you need to fight for finding the project in the company. So companies will do two types of recruitments. Project specific recruitment, bench recruitment will be available. You can ask that in the interview. Is it for a specific project or is it for the bench? Sometimes the person who is taking your interview also will not know that. Because in my company, all of a sudden, I will get a mail from the HR. Ashok, today you have interview at the 8 p.m. That's it. I don't know whether it is for my project or whether it is for the bench. So I got the mail from the HR with the candidate name, candidate email ID, candidate phone number, candidate resume. So half an hour before, I will get the mail from the HR. Then I need to join the bridge call. I need to take the interview. Once interview completed, we will have a feedback form. We need to give the rating for the person. We will submit to the HR. So that kind of task will be assigned by the HR to the existing employees. Okay, so sometimes the person who is taking your interview also don't know, is it for that interview is for which project? Is that interview for a project or is that interview for a bench? So you need to check all these things in the interview. Good. What is bench in the IT? What is bench in IT? Many people will think that person on the bench, nothing but company is giving a table to sit that person. No. Bench means not belongs to any account. You are not billable. You are not belongs to any project, but still you are employee. Many people will get a question. Sir, if I am not belongs to any project, will I get the salary? Company will give salary or not? Yes, 100%. They will give the salary also. Fine, guys, with this we are done for today. So with this I'm stopping for now. We'll meet in the tomorrow session. So anybody who is attending for first class today, I have given the previous 2 videos in the WhatsApp group. Some people are asking notes also. Today I will share that notes also in our WhatsApp group. So please join in the WhatsApp group to get more updates. Anybody who is watching from the Zoom, to get the notes and backup video, YouTube people watching in YouTube, watching in the Zoom, go to Ashok IT website. You type Ashok IT in the Google, go to training schedule, online training. You see Java real-time project banner. Click on that. You will get one WhatsApp group. Please join. I will update the notes plus backup video in that group. Okay. So you got, guys, any use of this discussion? What we are learning about the IT industry. Before getting into the actual content, I want to clarify all these details, right? So mostly in another 1 or 2 days, we will start with our module 2, that is real-time tools. Good, fine. Thank you, guys. We'll meet tomorrow.